Welcome to the Newark Regional Business Partnerships Engage and Exchange podcast. Join us for business insights and meaningful conversations with NRBP's member organizations. Thank you to our podcast host sponsor, the Martin Tuchman School of Management at NJIT. Additional support for NRBP's Engage and Exchange podcast is provided by PSEG and LISC New Jersey. Hello, I'm Ferlanda Fox-Nixon, President and CEO of the Newark Regional Business Partnership. We are the premier chamber of commerce for the greater Newark region. Our guest today is Marcus Randolph, President and CEO of Invest Newark. Welcome. Well, welcome and thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure.
Happy to have you. We like to start off by learning a little bit about you personally. So what is it about Marcus you'd like for us to know?
Sure. So again, thanks for having me. I am I consider myself a true Jersey guy, born in New Jersey a long time ago. I'll leave the date out. Okay. In Morristown, and then moved to a small town called Madison. And, it was really interesting when I look back on those days because, we moved to like a third-story walk-up, 2-bedroom apartment with 4 people, and going to public school there and going to friends' houses, and it's like, this house is huge, right? And I think at the time I didn't have the words for it, but I think that sort of started me on this journey of wanting to be of assistance to communities and wealth creation. We were really involved in church and NAACP, so I think that sort of service was ingrained in me early on. But after New Jersey, I went south to Hampton University, my beloved HU, and got a degree in marketing there, and then eventually made my way back north, and came back, over 20 years ago. But I always had this sort of desire to be of assistance in almost every job I've had in my professional career. In some way, I've been helping communities. So, and then, landed in Newark and Invest Newark, and we've just been doing the work, and it's been a lot of fun.
How long have you been at Invest Newark?
It's been 4 years now at Invest Newark.
4 years.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
And so tell us, what is Invest Newark?
Yeah. So Invest Newark is the city's economic development corporation. We do a lot of work with and for businesses in the Newark area, and in Newark specifically. It's small to medium-sized businesses, I would say. We do a host of other things. We do operate the city's land bank, still the only one in the state, but hopefully, some of our work will result in some other cities doing some similar work. And we do a little bit of lending as well as part of our business support efforts. But then a number of other things in which we coordinate with the mayor's office and with the Department of Economic and Housing Development. So we're in and about. We're out in the communities. We're in various meetings trying to make things happen. It's a really good space to be in, particularly at this time in Newark.
So the Newark Land Bank, can you talk a little bit more about that? Like, what is its purpose?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So the overall purpose is to get vacant and rundown properties back to productive use, and there's a number of ways that we can do that. But in some cases, we act as a developer, and so we'll hire local contractors to do rehabs or ground up construction, and then we sell those mostly affordable prices. Sometimes we sell lots, larger lots directly to a developer. And then sometimes the lots are so small you can't build on them, but we do try to sell them to someone who lives adjacent to it, which adds some value to their property. We've gotten, I'd say, maybe 215 parcels from the city. We've put about 100 of them back into productive use. So it's been good.
So can someone come to you on their own directly? Like, how does someone take advantage of the property that's available?
Yeah. So we're obligated to list all the properties when we put them up for sale. And so when we do that, people can apply, they can submit a proposal if they want to buy a property from us. Likewise, if we develop it ourselves, then we go and we put it out there, say we're taking offers, on this particular house, and try to get people in, make them, homeowners here in the city.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And is your organization the one that is responsible for trying to get the storefronts fully occupied and aesthetically beautiful?
That's that's part of what we're trying to do.
Okay.
Yes, occupied for sure. We are always encouraging businesses to think really, seriously about coming into Newark. So we do a couple of different things. We did offer a grant program where we, help some of these businesses come to Newark. I'd say maybe now about half a dozen of them have opened up, and hopefully by, but very soon it'll be another 3 or 4. But we're working really closely with landlords, with the business community about ways that we can encourage more investment and get some of these storefronts occupied. So it's a number of initiatives that we're working on, and in coordination with the mayor's office and EHD.
Okay. And then is your emphasis on any particular ward, or do you have the full breadth of the city at in your interest?
Right, the entire city. So one of the things that I did, and was subtle, but something that I did, is I changed Invest Newark's logo, which used to have a multi-point star, to now it's just a star with 5 points. So it's one city, 5 wards. We serve everybody.
Okay, very good, very good. So talk to us about some success stories.
Yeah, gosh, where to start? There's a number of them. One that comes to mind, one is one of my favorite ones. There was a family. I believe that the parents, or maybe the sons, immigrated here, and they started taking some of our training classes. They were looking to get into the construction business, and they had started, I think, probably as doing some subcontracting and wanted to shift over into general contracting. So they were taking some of our businesses. I think their daughter did as well. And they found out about our land bank program, so they applied there. And then we selected them to build our first ground up project. So it's been a really great story, right? To sort of meet them originally and hear about what it is they want to do. They got some training, they applied. We decided, yes, let's give them a chance. They've been putting up a beautiful, beautiful project.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Do you have to take your courses that you offer in order to take advantage of any kind of grants that you offer?
In some cases, yes. Like we have basically 2 levels of two basic levels of training that we offer. One is really very, very early stage. You wake up on Tuesday, say, I want to be an entrepreneur, or you've been doing something out of your house. And then another one is a little bit more advanced for people who've been in business for a while and have a couple of employees. Both of those, you do have to finish those courses in order to apply for the grants associated with those. But we offer different types of classes throughout the year, financial statements, how to incorporate if you haven't done so already.
Okay.
There's a number of things that we're doing.
And then do you have to be a resident of Newark to take advantage of your largesse?
Yes, a resident of Newark, or have your business located here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there concern of outsiders kind of gaming the system with some of these wonderful programs that you have?
I always had to be vigilant, but really it hasn't been a problem. It really hasn't. I think that people, when we explain to them what the requirement is, it's never really an issue. Yeah.
Okay.
And there's enough people here to serve. So.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you gave us a success story. What about some challenges that you face?
Yeah. Well, every time I have a microphone in front of me and they ask me about what the challenges are, I always talk about the need for more capital, in Newark, and it's on various levels. And because I'm involved in a number of different initiatives, in the city, but I see that as consistent. So our business owners need capital, but capital that they can actually use. Sometimes it's so onerous for somebody who's a small business owner, whatever their thing is, they're very good at doing that thing or making the thing. But then sometimes the business aspects of it are a bit challenging. But also in the real estate community as well. Sometimes it's very hard for developers here in the city to get the type of finance that they need to put their projects up. And then, in other areas as well, when we see larger businesses that are looking to come in, they're saying, in other places, right, there's maybe some economic benefit or financial benefit to help me get into the city. And so capital is what I talk about all the time. But But fortunately, I think we are starting to see some serious new entrants coming into Newark. Some of the projects and people I've been meeting with sound promising. So,
And what do you
it's
think
working.
what's attracting them to Newark?
Yeah, well, there's a number of things. It's funny. People talk about all of Newark's great assets, but they've always been here, right? So we know that there's a number of colleges and universities. You've got a good labor force you could tap into. The transportation is excellent, right? Airports, train, major highways coming through here. Though I will, be the first one to tell you that it is not as affordable in Newark as it once was. It is still
Okay.
more affordable than many other places, in the New Jersey, New York metro area. So I think for those reasons alone, plus the arts, the culture, and all the other, activities that are here are, what's making people think seriously about Newark now. When somebody proposes something to them, they're starting to listen.
Okay. And so let's talk about your team.
Yep.
How large is your team, and what do they do?
Yeah. So I think I now have a team of 23 professionals.
Okay.
It's a great group that I'm fortunate to lead. We have a team that's dedicated to the land bank and real estate development work. We have a phenomenal team that does all our business development work. We also do a little bit of work in the area of broadband, whether we're helping people in Newark access it affordably or working with the city to provide as well. So we've got a pretty strong team, and then our back office folks are phenomenal. So yeah, I'm fortunate that I got a good group with me.
That's great. That's great. So, what excites you about Newark? What's the passion about Newark? Is it the culture? Is it the people who themselves are passionate about
Yeah,
Newark?
yes, they are.
Newark people who work in Newark, who've decided to open a business in Newark, we love it here.
Yeah.
But share with the audience what it is. What is it, that vibe that Newark seems to emanate?
Yeah, yeah, I agree. It's the people. I mean, I've met some just phenomenal people in the last 4 years of being here, from the top down to just the people I see on the street when we're out doing like a corridor walk. It's just some great people. A lot of love, a lot of pride, as you know. And I think that what people don't see unless you really spend some time here and invest here is just the phenomenal culture that's here. You got to get out the car, you got to walk the streets, you got to go into some of these shops, these restaurants, and see all the great things that are happening here. And not just on the weekends, like every night, right?
Right.
There's always some great stuff happening here. And we've got great cultural institutions, and we've got great, corporate partners, and of course the colleges and universities. It's got all the things you need for a great city.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize it's a college town.
Right.
So now we can talk about NRBP.
Yeah.
Invest Newark is represented on our board of directors
Yes.
via Emily Manns. Why NRBP?
Yeah. Well, given the work that we do with so many business owners, we've got to be connected, to those who are trying to be of assistance, but particularly with NRBP. One of the things I have enjoyed about our partnership is we've been able to get some of the smaller business owners out to the events. And we always just try to make sure that when we're working with them, that we're also helping them understand the need that they need to be promoting themselves. And, you got to be in the right rooms with the right people. And so this is a perfect entree for them. And then, selfishly too, like I come to your event, I can check off like 5 meetings if I just want to
Right.
show up, right? I can just talk to a bunch of people. Okay, that was really helpful.
We've been fortunate that people make it a priority to attend our events, and for that very reason,
Yeah.
it becomes very efficient
Yeah.
and effective for them to be in the room.
Yep.
So we certainly thank you for your time. Is there
Sure.
anything that we didn't get a chance to talk about that you'd like to close with?
Just our mutual love for the city of Newark. It's just great things are happening here, continuing to happen, and so just glad to be in this partnership with you.
Thank you. Thank you for being with us.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you for joining us today. As always, I'd like to leave you with a quote. Knowledge is the only instrument of production that is not subject to diminishing returns, by American economist John Maurice Clark. Thanks again for listening. Thank you for listening to NRBP's Engage in Exchange podcast. Tune in next time for more NRBP member organization insights. For more information about our organization, visit www.newarkrbp.org. Thank you again to our podcast host sponsor, the Martin Tuchman School of Management at NJIT. Additional support for NRBP's Engage in Exchange podcast is provided by PSEG and LISC New Jersey.